It's raining, it's pouring, but we're still continuing on eating everywhere in Universal. Today, not only are we continuing our eating everywhere in Universal, we are actually over at Universal's newest park, Epic Universe. And today we're eating at their newest restaurant. This was the last restaurant to open before park opening, and we're eating at the Blue Dragon. Now, one of the things about this restaurant is it's been reviewed and raved about by all of these influencers and vloggers and media, saying it's the best thing since sliced bread. And I always get concerned when the reviews are only positive and there's nothing negative at all, or even like critique to make better, especially when something's new, because nothing's perfect. So it does make me a little concerned. However, I've seen pictures of the food, and if it tastes anything like it looks like, we're in for a real treat. So let's get in there and let's see if this place is as good as everyone claims it is. All right, I've escaped the rain and I've made it into the Blue Dragon, and I'm looking over the menu. And one of the cool things that they do have on here is these like special teapots that have these specialty teas that you can order. Everything here is very Asian, Japanese style. And one of the ones that they have here is the Dragon Stardust. Now this is made by the Art of Tea for Epic Universe and for this restaurant specifically, and you can't find it anywhere else, which is really cool. This is a jade green infusion of lemongrass, ginger, stevia, pineapple, butterfly pea blossom, and a blend of other herbs and spices. So I think because of going from the hot afternoon to pouring rain to ice cold AC in here, I think it'd be good for my own immune system to just go ahead and get a pot of tea. I don't think that would be a bad thing. Now they do have different types of food here. They have their small plates that are going to have like your wings and your calamari, and a cool thing called smashed cucumbers, which is a dragon sauce, cilantro, peanuts, and Szechuan spice. That sounds so good. Then they have some dim sum. They have different noodles and rice dishes. They have big plates. These are going to be more of your like traditional American cuisine, like your beef and broccoli and orange chicken. They also have specialty cocktails for here as well. Now my server, who is actually my navigator, I apologize. She's not the server, she's the navigator. And she recommended the yuzu drop, but she also said that their signature cocktail is the shendu drink. All right, so I'm sitting in the, what they call the night market, and so you're sitting underneath the stars and you get to eat underneath the stars and the lanterns. I just need to show you the ceiling in here. It's just a totally cool vibe, and I'm totally here for that. Nothing too fancy or too anything. It's just chill and relax and different. That's the one thing I do like about Celestial Park. It has like every style of food you can think of, between barbecue, Cubs, and Asian, seafood, you name it, they have it here, and it's one of the things I like. But let's talk about here. So generally I like to order multiple dishes and try a bunch of things to be able to review for you, but since Epic Universe does not do cook to go boxes and I am not here to spend money and then throw the food out after a bite or two, I'm just gonna end up getting probably an appetizer and one entree to review. There's things that I would normally order because those are things I like, but I'm gonna try to do something that's maybe more unique to this place that isn't in the other theme parks or you can get just everywhere. So that way you can see the specialty of this place. Okay, I think I did decide what I'm going to get as my appetizer. I think I'm gonna get the smashed cucumbers because that just sounds different.
Give me some more water.
I know what I'm gonna get as a small plate.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna try the smashed cucumbers.
Smashed cucumbers, wonderful. They are very light and refreshing. They got a little bit of a crunch on them because they have some cucumbers and peanuts on there.
All right, so we have our tea at the table and we're gonna let it just stew here for a little bit. They said about 7 minutes before it'll be ready. We did go ahead and order our first small plate, which is gonna be the smashed cucumber. But this one just seemed different. The other things that they had on the small plates were Korean wings, which I would normally order those because I try wings everywhere I go, but You can get Korean wings in other places, so I wanted to try this. The server did let me know that the smashed cucumbers are not actually smashed. They are rolled to release the water, so that way when you put the sauce on them, it sticks better. And I think I've decided what I'm going to get for the entree. I think I'm going to go with the ramen. Now this is going to be ramen noodles, rich pork broth, pork, egg, shiitake mushrooms, and togarshi oil. I skipped out on a couple words that I was going to butcher. It's been a long time. All right, I apologize. The lighting in here is a little off. It's like right over my head. So I do apologize for that. But our tea is ready, so we're going to be trying that. This here again is going to be the Dragon Stardust.
I'm going to reach on in here with some water.
It's very hot, which is very weird because this is in a like more plastic style cup, but it's that insulation cup. So you can't feel the heat of the tea when you pick it up. So I was concerned it wasn't going to have any heat to it, and I really needed that to warm up. But it's very hot. The smell of it is amazing. This is going to sound weird when I say this, but it smells like laundry detergent. Like good smelling laundry detergent. It's different. I was thinking that the pineapple was going to be the leading, like the front flavor out of all of those listed, but it's got more of a floral flavor to it to me. It's good, and I like that kind of stuff, but it is a little dry. It does, dry out your palate a little bit. I like it. I like it. It's just different. I'm trying to get used to it. The tea's delicious. Oh, fun facts. Okay. That hit me with them.
Have you walked through Nintendo yet? Mm-hmm. Have you seen the little sprites everywhere?
I haven't, but somebody told me about them, so I figured the next time I go in there.
Overrated. They're probably, I'd say, about this big. They're easy to miss if you're not looking for them, but easy to spot if you want.
Hours later.
All right, so our smashed cucumbers have come here, and they look really good and fresh. I'm really excited to try these. So these definitely have a lot of spice on them, and they're like real spicy. And when I say real spicy, I don't mean like so spicy you can't eat it. I mean like the flavor is spicy. There's actual flavor to it versus it just being hot. One of the good things is that it has a nice amount of cilantro on here. And that cilantro has a nice natural cooling effect when you have any spicy food. It kind of minimizes it without getting rid of the flavor. So between the toppings that they have on here, the scallions and the cilantro really makes the dish something. If it didn't have that, it would not be complete. It just wouldn't be well-rounded. And then also having the peanuts in here. The peanuts are taste roasted. They have a nice seasoning on them, not too spicy, but it adds a nice little crunch into this dish since the cucumbers are very soft. Very good. All right, even though we have so many more of these cucumbers to eat, and this is a totally shareable dish or just an entree dish if you want something a little bit on the lighter side, but something a little bit more than a salad. But our ramen's here, and this is a big boy. All right, so let's dig in here. I'm going to start off with some of these noodles and get some of that broth in there. These noodles are absolutely delicious. They are cooked perfectly, and the broth has a beautiful flavor to it. It's just, I mean, this is not theme park quality. This is like restaurant, like quality food. What do I mean by that? Usually you're not going to find this kind of stuff, especially inside of the park. You might be able to find it at one of the higher end hotels, but this is inside of a theme park. I just had ramen the other day from a restaurant that I usually order it from here in Orlando, and this is better than that. And that place is good. This is really good. All right, but I've got to try one of these eggs here. Soft-boiled eggs are cooked perfectly. Beautiful flavor to it. Oh, I'm very impressed so far. Let's try some of this pork though, because this can make or break the dish. I think this is the best theme park food I've had. I mean, I've seen people review this place, and I thought either they were just exaggerating or it's the newest thing. This didn't open with everything else. It was only open like right before the park opened. And so if you didn't, already have tickets for those preview days or live locally, there was no way you're going to get in here before park opening. And I saw the reviews, and I didn't watch all of them because I wanted to make my own decision on this place, but I almost felt like everybody was hyping it up too much that, I was going to be let down and disappointed, but that's not the case. Like everyone was just giving their honest reviews, and the honest review is this food is delicious. Okay, so this ramen bowl is obviously like massive and huge, and I think that the price that it's set at for a theme park price is actually reasonable. It's $29. That ramen that I got the other day from Kung Fu Kitchen, which is a really good restaurant. It's over by Kitty O'Shea's for anybody that's local. Theirs is like $16. It's not quite as big as this, and this definitely has bigger meat than they did. Like their slices, I usually get the beef, and it's very thin slice. This is a higher quality meat. The fact that I think it's a little bit bigger, there's more food in here than that is, and that we're in a theme park, I actually don't think it's unreasonably priced. But I just got to tell you, this pork here is so tender. It's literally just falling apart. Like, I have to be careful picking it up with the chopsticks because it's just falling out. It's great. Between ramen and spaghetti, those are like my go-to comfort foods. This is hitting the spot. One of the things that makes ramen so good is its broth. So I want to try this on its own. It does look a little bit oily. I'm thinking that's from the fat from the pork. The broth is very good. So very creamy. It has a lot of flavor. It just doesn't have as much flavor as I'm used to having with ramen. But that being said, I mean, I'm trying to find something that I'm not overhyping it up for you so you can know that it's not perfect. But it's pretty darn close to it. All right, you guys, we just finished up our dinner at Blue Dragon, and I have to give my honest review because I only like to give you guys true, honest reviews. And I don't know how to say this other than this is the best restaurant in a theme park inside of the park that I have ever eaten at. I mean, ever. The service was amazing. The managers came by to make sure everything was up to par and that you had a good experience. The food was fresh and well cooked. Like you could tell that there was time taken into making it. The flavors were there. The uniqueness of it and authenticity of it is just outstanding. Like I can't give anybody else crap for giving it nothing but raving reviews because they were being honest, and that's what it is. It's just that good. It's probably the best experience I've had here at Epic Universe, and they have some good food here, but everything from the service to, and when I say service, I don't just mean, one person. I mean, everybody was really good, but even if it was just an average service, even if it was that, the food was fantastic. My navigator explained to me that with their ramen dish, I mean, it takes days to make it. I might be getting these hours wrong, so I apologize if that's the case, but I think she said that the pork that's in there is marinated for 36 hours, the eggs for 24 hours, and the broth takes 48 hours to make. I mean, so good. Like, that is quality. So it's not just that it's good food, it's quality food, and the prices were even reasonable for that type of food. I mean, there are so many places here in Epic that are definitely above par from the other Universal parks, but let's be honest, that bar was pretty low. And that's why I started this series, was because not every place in Universal is great. And what I did appreciate them doing was trying to take chances. They were redoing their menus, and I wanted to give them an honest chance to be able to prove themselves as doing better. And things were getting better and are getting better, but this new park, I mean, I'm really glad that they went above and beyond with their food. I just want to point this out that my server did let me know and did give me a to-go box because they do have them. Apparently when Universal came out with that new policy for the new park that they are not going to have any to-go boxes, you know, they disagreed with that policy and said he was not going to do that because they encouraged people to order a bunch of food and to try different things. And you can't ask people to do that and not give them the opportunity to take home the food that they paid for. So it seems like what I was saying the other day is agreed upon by other people. So I'm not completely out of line on that one, on my thought process on that. So that was nice to hear. And I did let her know that because that is their policy, that I'm going to be there more often than I am at the other restaurants around here, because I will reward people with my money and my wallet when their policies make sense. So all in all, this was a great experience, and I truly enjoyed my time at Blue Dragon. And thank you to the family that was sitting next to me. They were playing Disney trivia, and I was eavesdropping in. So I apologize for jumping in on your conversation, but thank you so much for letting me play along with you guys a little bit, and you know, for making my time even more enjoyable because you guys were there. Back to the food. Amazing, wonderful. Check it out. Get the reservations. Go. That is my recommendation. And I'm Shannon with One Spark of Magic, and I'm wishing you the most magical of days. Toodaloo.